to me. Put it back in the fridge.
Jesus. You startled me. I didn't know you were out here with your camera. I'm so sorry. Well, shall we get into the garden tour? I think, just judging by some Facebook groups, that I am kind of the original gardener in my entire community, maybe even the town. I started gardening about 16 years ago, right after the divorce, and it was very therapeutic for me. So let's do a tour, shall we? So, darling, down here. Okay, thank you. Make sure you get the leaves, okay? So this is my begonia papaya plant, and believe it or not, you can actually grow these in very specific climates, very specific temperatures, and specific amounts of water, okay? This isn't for beginners, darling. So for all my friends who are more on the amateur side of gardening, I would not recommend. Okay. Next, we have my beautiful rose bush. I planted this for myself back on Valentine's Day of 2017? 2018? 2017? Anyway, I thought we could all use a little self-love with some roses. And next over here, darling, the fountain. So, this is my Black Lives Matter fountain, and it's looking a little dry today. It hasn't rained in a while, but I come out here and I just remember that Black Lives Matter. And then, of course, we have my Aunt Julie's Blue Jay ball. Unfortunately, my Aunt Julie killed herself when I was only 17. So, Jules, that's for you. Very sad, very sad. We have some mental illness that runs on that side of the family. Sadie's father's side. Oh, what am I saying? No, his aunt killed herself too. Anyway, not important for this video. That brings me to this next plant. I call it the Roy. It's, well, I'll let you do the math for that one, but I got this when me and Roy were, darling, the plant. I got this when me and Roy were, maybe teenagers, maybe our 20s. It's tough to say. Although I guess I didn't meet Roy until my 30s, so it doesn't really add up. But regardless, speaking of Roy, I like to keep this Cordoba here, or in layman's terms, a ukulele. If you're Hawaiian, you might know that. You know, Roy gifted me this. It was like eons ago now, but I keep it out here while he's on tour to keep his spirit alive, and sometimes I'll play music for the plants, and I notice they really grow a lot after I do that. They love the Cordoba. They love the Cordoba. You know, gardening is a great hobby, but my favorite hobby has to be wine, and I think it's about wine o'clock. So, darling, you know, I know this has been a lot for you, and I know you don't really get the whole relationship between Roy and myself, and that's fine, but ultimately, it's my life. I don't really care what anyone else thinks. Me and Roy are very happy. He's on tour right now, and will probably be returning within the next 17, 18 months or so. So, Roy, Until then, darling,